Hey y'all, it's Taryn. It is Saturday, August 21st. Welcome. Um, Before I forget, I'm going to get it out of the way. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. I appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who's just stopping by to watch the video. And thank you to Amy at Amy Loves Toads for shouting me out. I really appreciate it. I do. I think it's been 3 weeks again. I had intended to record last weekend, but Wyatt's a giver, and Wyatt got a stomach bug and gave it to Dax and I. So, you know, you gotta love that, right? I came home earlier in the day on Friday because I felt horrible when we got up on Friday morning, and it just kept getting worse. Dax felt horrible. He came home around 4 that afternoon. I slept all day. I mean, like, for 15 hours. I just slept. And then on Saturday, I still felt horrible when I got up, but it was just like that. It was gone. I felt great. So, anyway, bless his heart, he starts his final semester of college on Monday. And this semester, what he'll be doing is student teaching at local high school. Sophomore, maybe world history, I think is what he's teaching. He's pretty excited about it, but he's spent the summer studying for the 2 tests he had to take to be certified. He passed the first one with flying colors. He went to take the second one, and I think he said he answered like 2 questions, and he had to get up and go throw up because that's when he came down with the stomach virus. So he took that second test, the whole thing, being sick as a dog. But he passed. We found out this week that he also passed that one. So he's good to go. We've been and purchased a new, more professional wardrobe. We should be good, I think, for a while. The AC is broken in his truck, so we have a Suburban that I went and got everything. He took it and got it inspected, and I went and got the tags yesterday updated because I hadn't been doing that. We hadn't driven the car in probably 2 years because I have that many cars around here. It's ridiculous. So we got that all set up so that at least for now he has something to drive that has AC and all of that. What else has been going on? A couple of weeks ago was my birthday. I turned 55. Now I can't even lie that I'm in my early 50s because I am smack dab in the middle. I can't get around that. No more stretching it. So anyway, Dax and I, on that weekend, we went up to Waco for a leather show. Nothing kinky. It just always sounds that way to me. It was like a saddle makers and leather toolers kind of show. And went and ate some good food. Went to a really neat whiskey bar there. It's called Barnett's Public House. If you're in the area, you should go. They have the largest number of whiskeys available in Texas. I think the manager said the 3rd largest in the U.S. Everybody there, the staff and everything was great. We had a great experience. Eager to make sure that you're happy and, you know, that you like your drinks and all that kind of stuff. It was good. We had a good time. We went to whatever the Gaines is, Magnolia, whatever. We went and walked all around in there. Addison called me hysterical while we were there because she was house sitting for some people, and their dog got a hold of baby Babs, which is a little stuffed animal, a little rabbit stuffed animal about this big that she has had since they were born. She has slept with this since they were born, and the dog chewed the ears off. So I've got to find the right stuff to try to fix as well as I can. Baby Babs. She's been well loved and well worn, and we can't even wash her because she is that fragile now. But I felt so bad for her because she was hysterical. But we'll do what we can. Get her back to, at least get her some ears, I guess. What else has been going on? The people across the street still clearing land. Still for sale, y'all. I don't know, maybe some of y'all could go in together if you want to be my neighbors. Just saying. So we have, you would think I live in a tent in the woods, and I don't. I really don't. Last weekend we had a porcupine that hung out on our porch all day one day. There's like a chair sitting on the porch, and he hung out under that chair. If I remember, I'll try to put in a picture at the end of him. But when it got dark, he went ahead and left. We have a fox that comes over, besides the raccoons that come and eat cat food at night. We have a fox that's been coming to eat cat food at night. And I'm sure that this is all from them clearing that land, that these animals are looking for someplace. At the front of our property, it's not cleared. So, that was fun. Watching him, and if we would go out there and get too close to the porcupine, which, like I said, he was like under a chair and back in the corner, and we didn't try to mess with him or anything like that, but he would turn his back and, you know, tighten up so that the quills would stand up a little bit. But, so, that's always interesting. I love to see the wildlife like that. So, anyway, I have stitched. I'm just rambling on and on and on. So, let's talk about that a little bit, shall we? So, I worked on this little patriotic bunny. It's this one. As you can see, it's actually out of a duplicate stitch book. But the charts for this are laid out just like cross-stitch charts, so that's what I'm doing. I don't even know what I did, y'all. It's been too long, so there you go. I don't know where it was before, so I don't know what I got accomplished. Oh, I better do this too before I forget. I worked on Wyatt's stocking. Shelly, you'll be happy. You'll be proud of me. Shelly keeps me on track, making sure that I'm putting in work on Wyatt's stocking. But I'll forget about it. So, this is my oldest whip. Wyatt, well, the kids are 20, look at me thinking. They're 22. They'll be 23 in November. I started this. I thought I had, I thought I would get, they were still in the hospital. They were born in November, so they didn't come home till January. So their first Christmas, they were in the hospital. But I had this bright idea that I was going to get everything done by their second Christmas. Each one of them is stocking. Here's why it's... And I think I actually started this way back then. And then it got put away, and then we moved a couple times. And I didn't stitch forever, and I've got all kinds of great excuses. But, oh, it stuck to something. I did. I am working on it. I am. So, since last time, okay, here it is overall. At some point, his name will go white, not white, gold will outline the letters and finish off his name and everything. Since last time, I have put in the glove, this part of the chimney, and you can't see all of it because there's a lot of black right there, but I'm working on this up here too. Bad habits, because I'm still looking, because with glasses on you just get used to looking where you can see. But anyway, I have done all of this right here. I don't know who started it, and I'm not, just like I do with everything, I'm not officially signed up with anything. But there are a bunch of people that are doing a challenge, a 25/7 challenge, I think this is what they're calling it, where they do 25, either 25 stitches every day in a project or 25 minutes. And like I said, I'm not signed up because if I commit like that, I won't do it. I just won't. So I have I've decided, last Sunday I decided to put in on that. I know I can't do 25 minutes a day. I know I won't keep that promise. So I've been doing 25 stitches at least. If it makes sense to finish off my thread or finish off a section, I do that. But from last Sunday, doing that at 25 stitches every day, it would take me, I wrote it down, 236 days to get it finished. But at least it would be finished. And it's less than a year. That's not getting it done in this year, but it's less than a year. So, I'm trying to stick with that. And, like I said, I know that makes Shelley proud. I worked on this dimensions kit, mason jars. It's on my list for this year and blah, 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 because whatever, I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm putting work in on it. This time I did this jar here, starting on it. It's actually starting to look like a jar. It's starting to look like something, and that thrills me to death. So I'm not going to complain about it at all. I'm knocking stuff down right and left. I worked on, what am I doing? This cabin right here out of this Prairie Schooler. It's book 25 up on the housetop. It shouldn't take so long, but I'm guilty of sleeping in some days. I think this time I finished the cabin down on this side. I don't think I had that in last time. And obviously I came over here and started on the tree. Look, in my thread, I'll be looking for that later. That's for sure. You should see the struggles I'm having over here. I worked on this one. This one is also on my list for, my goals to finish this year. I'm doing way better than I honestly thought I would. This one I had to start over again at the beginning of the year. But this time around, I got in this pumpkin, and on days that, because I do a calendar and work on stuff on certain days, whatever my little spins for my calendar say, if I don't get up and get out of bed, I don't get as much stitching time. I very rarely stitch at night. Almost everything I do is in the wee hours of the morning. I have this dimensions kit. Look at, that's so pathetic. This is Abigail's stocking. I'm pretty sure I purchased this to have it done in that first year, or by their second Christmas. So you can see how that's going. I am pretty excited because it really is, I feel like I'm actually making progress. The second page of the pattern started like right around here. This time I finished filling in the bottom of his body, and this is the hand, or the arm, stick arms, Shelley, stick arms of this one right here. give Shelly a hard time because I love her. Because she cracks me up. I worked just a hot little minute out of this book. Happy Holidays, Every Bunny. I am doing the actual Easter Bunny. And here we are. I went and filled in that on him this time. I thought about taking that one with us when we were driving to Waco in the car, but I decided I should take something that was on my list of things I wanted to work on. So I'm working on this one, and I'm doing it on like kind of an orange fabric that I dyed. And so this pumpkin, I'm not going to fill in the white and stuff. I'm going to leave it open so that it shows up, so that this shows up. But obviously, I'm just filling in. I've got the first pumpkin, and that one's stitched solid. So just filling in, filling in, filling in. Worked on my Halloween welcome, because you know I love my welcomes. All I did on this one, and I think this was a fabric that I dyed. All I did this time was this I just had outlined before, and so I filled it in. Here, I almost missed these. I don't want y'all to forget. If you don't follow me on my personal Instagram or aren't friends on Facebook or whatever, you don't know that I have planted. I just took a potato from in my house that was getting older, and I took it. I had a big pot outside. It used to have a hibiscus in it, but the cat broke it sleeping in there. She broke the stem. And so the pot was just sitting there full of dirt. So I stuck the potato in it, and it was growing wonderfully. Then a stupid grasshopper came along and ate all the leaves off of it. He ate everything. That poor plant tried so hard to keep coming back. It really did, because I'd get him to go away for a while, and it would start growing new leaves and keep trying, but he finally won. It couldn't keep trying to come back. So I had to harvest early. So I just wanted to share them. I wanted to share the bounty with y'all. There you go. There's my farm haul from this year on potatoes. It's going to look like the potato famine around here, apparently, if I got to grow it myself. But there you go. I got those. There's something growing in that pot now. I actually at first thought it was a sweet potato, because I put one of those in there too, and it is not. It is some kind of either pumpkin, based on the flowers and the leaf shape. It's either some kind of pumpkin or squash. I have no idea. It is blooming like crazy. So I hope it's something I like, since I don't know what it is. I'll keep you posted. We'll find out one day. Okay, I worked on my Paula Vaughn friendship quilts, and again, not huge progress, but I finally got this all filled in and moving down on the window. So here, I'll let you see the whole thing. There isn't much more than what you are seeing, so one of these days I really am going to have to get more stuff done, because my tub for my whips I'm going to have trouble getting more in there. I have my 19 for this year in a separate little bag, to work on, but all my other whips, which I have 91 total, are in a different bag. A tub. They're in a tub, and it's getting full. I guess I could get a bigger tub, but then it takes up more room in here. The struggle, I'm telling you. I worked on this one. I just really need to get this done. I enjoy working on it. I love working on it. I just need to get it done. So this time I did the windows and the snow above the door and everything. It doesn't have like a whole ton of stuff left. That roof's probably going to take a hot little minute, but it's okay. I've got hot minutes to give it. And I know a lot of this stuff is the same stuff we see every week, but there are some new ones. Look, like this one, I haven't worked on this one in a while, out of this Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, March, April of 1991. I'm doing this, but I'm doing it, my magazine's falling apart. I'm doing it like this. I'm doing them stacked. And here we are. I worked on this one on stomach bug morning, and I only put in just a couple of stitches. But the next day when I was feeling much better, because I had found a mistake that I didn't want to take out, I knew I could work around it and fix it. So I actually came back out and filled it all in so that I wouldn't forget, because I think this is the first time this year I've worked on it. But I'm not sure. I really need to give her a face, because that's not nice. That doesn't look pretty. But once again, I like working on that one too. Right? That's kind of the way we're supposed to feel about these, aren't we? Worked on this one. This was a Mania start from last year, I believe. And mostly just filling in right here in this color. That all is just the same color. And then it'll have a bunch of French knots in it to decorate it. So, yay French knots, right? I've worked on this one. This one was a free cross-stitch pattern from dailycrossstitch.com. Every day they send you a free one. For 24 hours it's free. But, so, this one, it's Avocados. It's on my list of 19. I call them Loveacados because they're avocados in love. I took this one with me on the drive to Waco, and I got a lot done. Some of this around here, right, there's stitches in this lighter color. I've finished those, so all I have now is just this fill-in. And I wanted to get that one finished and filled in, but I accidentally put it in the box in the tub with my whips. So I spent a week or so, I just found it a couple of days ago. I spent a week or so looking for it everywhere, and only just finally found it. So it didn't get the love that I was hoping it would, but maybe now that I know where it is, it can. Anyway, I would like to finish the Loveacados this year. That's on the list. This one also is on the list. And needle minder's trying to get away. So here I am. I know. It's impressive. From the back, you can see where I've been. What's actually going on. So this time I'm still just trying to get everything done down in here. I filled in, this time I filled in here and finished the sleeve. I think I did this stuff here, and some more just filled in here. It's all filling in, all of it, obviously. But once again, maybe. This one has not been out in a while. And it hasn't, well, I was going to say it hasn't been pleasant. It hasn't been so horrible. I was off. That's why this one is one of the free patterns from Linens and Threads 2019 free pattern, I think. I really need to go finish printing off all the months. I am in March, which is down here. This is a Quaker one. And I was off, which is why it got put into timeout. So basically what happened this time is my time went into pulling this whole part of the motif out and starting over with it and putting it back in. Not quite through. I have like this right here to do. And then hopefully I can make this part meet up where it's supposed to. I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I am a little scared about that. Speaking of scared, I have a horror story to tell y'all. It really is a horror story too. The other night, I guess it was Thursday night, well, Friday morning, it was around, I don't know, maybe between 2:30 and 3 in the morning. This, I don't know, fly, moth, whatever, kept waking me up. I kept feeling it touch me, and it kept waking me up, but I could never find it. I even like pushed my phone to turn the light on it on and held my leg over there to see if, because it kept touching like around my knee and stuff, and this went on for quite some time, enough time for me to get really, really awake and irritated, to say the least. And so I felt it again, and I reached down, and I sleep in pajama pants usually because Dax likes the room colder. So I reached down and I grabbed the spot in my pajama pants, and I could feel whatever it was. I had caught it between my fingers, between the folds in the fabric and my fingers. So I got out of bed, held it in place by my knee while I hobbled into the bathroom, held it in place while I took my pajama pants off and turned them inside out, and then let it go, and out dropped a scorpion. A scorpion inside my pajama pants at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2:30, 2:03, whatever, crawling around. I was freaking out. I can tell you that. Going to bed after that. And I don't have scorpions around here. They're not like the ones McKenna has. This one, after I squished him, was about this long. They're not giant, but they will sting you, and it does hurt. How do you go to sleep after that? And because Dax is at the office, he stayed at the office last night. And so I slept in just a t-shirt. I'm like, no. In my bed, inside my clothes. I can't even, y'all. I can't even. So there you go. Spooky story. It's a horror story, I'm telling you. Horror. I worked on this. Joy. This is an old kit. 1985. I didn't buy it then. I just got it like off Listia or something. But last time I barely had started. I think I had like the outline of the Y just like right here. So I finished the Y up. I just have the J left and then a little bit of back stitching, and that one will be done. With any luck, I could get that done this year. It's not on my list, but I'll take a finish where I can. And then the last thing I stitched on was out of this book, Towels One, designed by Kathy Livingston. And I was doing this one, not on a towel, just on a piece of, I ordered 6x6, just like a grab bag of 6x6 ornament cuts from 123 Stitch. And so that's what this is. I think I got 16 or 18 count for everything, but I don't remember. But I finished it. So I did get something finished, also not on my list, but maybe that gives me room for one new start, right? That will still squeeze into my bin. I like it. I like it. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, how I'm going to finish it, but it's a finish and I'll take it. I don't know how many that gives me for this year, but like I said, I'll take it. I know I'll have to have a new start the next time working on a Valentine project comes up on my little spin wheel calendar or whatever, because that was why I started that one. I don't have very many Valentine projects going. So I said, what is that, 91 whips? That's including that one being finished, so that leaves me with 91. I think I started the year with over 100, like 104 or something, and I haven't started as many things as I have in the past, because seriously, I'll go get a bigger tub if I need to. And it doesn't freak me out to have a bunch of whips. But I haven't started stuff because I've been too lazy to sit here and kit it up. So there is that. Although Dax's mom gave me some money for my birthday, so I ordered some Easy Guide, Easy Stitch, whatever they call it, the pre-gridded fabric, because I have full coverage that I want to start, because absolutely I should do that. But whatever, it's fine. I do have an FFO. I was going to see if I had the pattern. This little, it was just the bee. This is the one that I had so much trouble with, the bee, because I had it like this or something, and I kept holding it like this and looking at the pattern and going, what have I done? But because Shelly's a genius, she told me how to fix that, and obviously it was very simple, so there you go. And I used like velour trim, a black velour trim. It's so soft, that I just stitched on there, and this fabric in the back. This fabric, the back fabric, well, this one I wanted it to be more primitive looking, so I coffee dyed it after I finished it, so that the thread got dyed. It's just DMC thread, so I didn't have to worry about it. And then this on the back is also coffee dyed. It started off as this fabric that I got at Michael's on clearance, I think. Here, it goes this way. But I used this paint right here. I think I actually bought this at Dollar Tree, because I have a pattern that I want to make some sunflowers, and I want them to look older, dingier, and this was the perfect color. I didn't have to try to mix anything, but it worked great to paint on here on the jars. You see I have them at different levels of being full of honey. And then after I painted it and that dried, I coffee dyed it. I never coffee tea dye. I just coffee dye, and I use instant espresso. It's really easy to make it darker if I want it, or lighter, or whatever. So, I actually finished something. Yay me. And I think that's it. I think that's everything that I've done, I guess. I'll probably turn this off and remember 12 other things, but that's fine too. Maybe I'll write them down for next time. So, I'm going to try to keep going with the 25 stitches in the stocking every day, because I want Shelly to be proud of me, and because she scares me a little if, I don't work on it. I'm just kidding. She's not scary at all. Let's see. I guess that's all. That's all I have. That's everything that I've done. Now I have to go to work, which kind of sucks a little bit. But I guess that's how we pay our bills. So there you go. Once again, if you are interested, property across the street is still for sale. And I mean, really, I'll invite you over. I'm just saying. Thank you, everyone, for coming by. Thank you for the likes, the comments. I am a little bit proud of myself because I think I answered all the comments last time. I think I responded to everyone with an actual answer, or at least with, what does YouTube have? A thumbs up, a heart? I don't know the difference. I can't keep up with this stuff. Which for me that's just like way out there. I'm trying. It's my theme for the year. I'm trying to be better. So hopefully I have been. And I guess that's it. And hopefully I will see you back here next week. I'm really going to try, y'all. Really. Y'all have a great week. Thanks again. Bye.